All right, we should be up and running now. I think I got everything shared over to the Discord. Wow, for once I may have actually started this stream without a hitch. I know I put this up on the schedule pretty late. Maddie, welcome! I know I put this up pretty late. I wasn't 100% sure if I was even gonna do a stream today. I haven't been feeling the best since like Sunday, but I figured I'd still show up anyways. I tried to do the art stream on Monday, but without me being able to actually use my voice properly, right? I mean, I think it went well. I would like to do the next drawing live stream with like my actual voice. I'm currently arting, so I'll be listening to this in the background. I'm doing more of a conversational thing anyway, so it's fine. Basically, I just, instead of kind of going oh, I don't really feel good, I don't have the energy to play a game today or anything, I figured I'd pop on stream, I'd talk about a couple of things that are going on, with the channels, with the community stuff, answer any questions, because I know I made some pretty big and abrupt changes to the Fluxer community server this morning, and of no fault of my own, I did try to make an announcement there, but apparently it is literally unviewable, and that also is one of my biggest problems with Fluxer, so I'll go over that in more detail, but I figured, I get on live stream, we'd start chatting, we'll go from there. How's the volume ratio and everything? Is the background music and my voice balanced out properly? I feel I've got it right now, but just let me know if the audio seems a little weird to anybody. I'll make the adjustments where I need to. Oh, that's all right, peeps. I wish you luck. I saw that you're finally doing videos. I'm excited about that. Oh, it'll be fine. I've got a lot of things to work on anyways. So I've actually got 2 videos going right now. So I actually have a video about Fluxer that I already have a script for. I'm doing it in part with another YouTuber, if I could speak, for another YouTuber, right? Oh, Nuki, welcome! Your voice sounds like it's peaking a little. Okay, hold on. How about now? But, is that better? Let me know, because, I think I just need to make micro adjustments. I don't think it's, anything major. It's just I gotta get it dialed in a little. Hi, Miss Pamela. Welcome. That's worse. Oh, no. How about now? Is that better or worse? I don't know, should I just keep talking and just hope for the best? Oh goodness, or worse, oh god! What am I doing? Okay, what if I did something like that? Is that better? Or is that worse? I probably just blew out 400 eardrums all at once. Is that better? Better. I don't know. Well, we're gonna see here in a moment. Wait, what? Audio is so annoying. I know. This is driving me insane. I'm so sick of it, though. If I could just finally get this dialed in. I think that's better. That did help. Okay. What if I did something like this? Is this better? Or is it worse? 'Cause, I think it's the gain. I think I have the gain dial to... I just turned it all the way down to off. I don't think I need gain. Like, I don't know if that is something I actually need. But welcome. How's everybody doing, by the way? Before, like, I get into the things that I want to talk about. You sound a bit underwater. That's because I've got this stupid, like, filter thing on. Hold on. How's that? Is that better? Does this sound better? I'm so sick of this crap. Just took the stupid sock off the microphone. Is that... Does that sound better? Am I crisp and clear, or am I now, like, just screaming and wailing into the microphone? Sounds about the same. Okay, so it's not the stupid sock thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back over because it's, like, supposed to be, like, a pop filter. Okay, so I turned the gain up to like a quarter now. It's still kind of peaking and cutting off the highs. Well, what if I did that? Is that better? I think I just need to give it like more power. Still peaking. It's so weird. This is so annoying. I really wish I didn't have to deal with this. Oh, great. And now the stand's about to fall over. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I think we're good. Gombic, welcome! It's peaking, or worse, but you're understandable. I don't want to be understandable. I want to sound normal. Alright, hold on. You might pick up on this, but I'm just going to finally relent and just do the pass-through and just see if I can figure this out. Oh my goodness, it's driving me crazy. Monitor on. There we go. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay. What if I did that? Maybe. I don't... You're right, it does sound weird. Alright. What if I did that? Wait, that's it? This is it right here? This is the setting we need to manipulate? I think we've at least found it, so let me turn like the stupid pass-through, because I can't hear, I'm hearing myself and myself at the same time, and it's like an echo, and this isn't helping me. I think it's just making me more confused. Okay, we turned that off. Oh, thank goodness, that's over with. Sounds better, I think. Okay. What if I... Alright, are we peaking again? Because I think I know what I need to do. Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself, Gombic. Everybody have pats in the chat. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Super scuffed. Well, that's how we like our live streams. Scuffed to oblivion. Oh, it's good now? Okay, alright, alright. So what I think it was is that I'm stupid. I mean, we should have all expected that, but what I think I was doing was manipulating the wrong gain module on the actual DAC itself. So this entire time, I've been making adjustments. I've been making adjustments on microphone 2, not on microphone 1. I didn't even know you could plug a second microphone into this thing. Hi, nobody calls my friend stupid. Well, she's at least oblivious at minimum. Just ones and zeros, welcome. Hi, Alvy, welcome to the stream. Joined into the scuff. Oh, goodness. Yep, well, it should be expected around here. Delivering your daily dose of scuff. Scuffy. That's okay, Rain. Oh, well, I'm glad you all at least find it entertaining. I can't believe they made a sequel to the microphone. It's microphone 2. Except it's now in your walls. I mean, that's kind of like almost a shoot. You know, I got into it with my, like, alright, so my mother has one of those, like, Amazon, like, Alexa things in the kitchen, right? And I'm just like, I always call it the Jeff Bezos monitoring device, and she absolutely hates that, and she's like, it's cute. It like, does my bread timer, and I'm like, we can find, like, a voice-controlled, like, bread timer for you, if that's, like, if that's what's doing it for you. I'm like, but do you really need, like, something that's constantly listening in on everything you say? Not stupid, very smart and cute. Hey, I don't know about any of those adjectives. I don't know if any of those describe me, at least. Maybe you were being sarcastic. Micro flow 2. I can't even say that. Hey Alexa, steal my personal data. Hey Alexa, listen into every conversation I'm having, argument, and then suggest products related to that. It's so creepy when you think about it. Right? And like, the thing is too, is like, we've been sitting around and it's like randomly interrupts. Like it will just be like, oh, hi, here's the weather. It starts like just randomly talking. Thankfully, I have learned that if you say, Alexa, shut up, it actually like listens to that. So that's at least a nice thing. I'm just like, oh, Alexa, shut the hell up. It actually stops talking. Thomas, welcome to the stream, by the way. The difference between the tech enthusiast and the tech savvy person, I know. Well, here's the thing. When all this stuff first came out, I thought it was cool too, right? Like, I mean, I'm not going to be the one that's above my own BS because I worked in the mobile phone industry for like, geez, at least 6 or 7 years, right? Like, when this stuff first came out, it seemed like a great idea, right? Like, oh, a voice-controlled smart home device that can do things by voice. What wonderful benefits of technology will we unlock next? Right? Like, you have to remember that I started my adulthood at the dawn of the smartphone era. We didn't even have smartphones at first. My very first smart device was a PDF. I know this is going to be shocking to some people, but I used to have what's called a Palm Pilot, a little Palm device, right? A PDA, a personal digital assistant. And yes, I was one of those nerds that actually checked my email on it and wrote emails on it and would like do things on it. It was so cool, right? Like, and you didn't question any of this stuff back then, right? You just like, oh my god, I can't believe this actually exists now. Six, 7. Hey, I see that. You're 2 digits shy of my favorite number. Tech is cool, but I don't need my bread timer to report me to the police for thought crime. Oh goodness. Oh, I fully agree with you. I remember my first phone. It was a Sony Ericsson. So I'm trying to like, so my first, like my very first like phone was like one of those standard like Nokia brick phones, the ones that were like basically indestructible. That was my like first smart device. Then I eventually migrated over to the PDA and like the smartphone era. And like that's when they first started getting experimental with like, okay, how do we integrate this into the phone? So the first one that I actually had, I think it was made by Kyocera, but it was like a flip phone, but like the bottom part of it or like the top part of it was like a regular phone, and then like the other half of it was just a Palm Pilot. So it's like they glued these two things together and made it a clamshell device. And you know what? It kind of actually worked. It wasn't bad. PDAs are so cool, but I didn't have one. Yeah, I know. Even back then, they were a little pricey. I want to say I spent like $100 or $200 on it, and I got mine like secondhand on eBay. So it's not like I had like a brand new one, but that didn't matter anyways, because eventually I upgraded to the Palm Trio, which was like I'm not gonna say it's the first Windows phone, but it was like one of the first like mainstream ones that actually functioned properly. And I hate to admit this, but that was a really good phone. Like it had like Windows functionality. It like just worked with Windows XP really well. You could just sync things to it when you plugged it in. It worked surprisingly well for the time. And it like you didn't even need to plug it in because like it had like the smart data with it, which unfortunately was way too pricey. I'm just gonna be real about it. Like that was not worth it. But anyways, I digress. Expensive phone bills aside, right? It did do all of that stuff. And here is even the better part. I even had a little card for it, and I shit you not, right? You had to get like specially made SD cards that were not only a Wi-Fi receiver for it because it didn't have a built-in Wi-Fi receiver, but I even had one that was like a phone line connection so you can do dial-up on it. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you shitting me? This can't possibly work. And it does. It did. I was able to use dial-up on that thing. It was ridiculous. Anyways, so like I don't know, like tech used to be more interesting back then. Like I don't know. I think it's because like the novelty of it, right? It's like this is new. We're like breaking into grounds like we've never seen before. And like of course I want to play with it. And like you don't really give it a second thought because like even back then I think most manufacturers were at least being genuine about like the products that they put out. Like they were trying to make something that was good, right? They were trying to be like the next like popular thing. Unfortunately, Apple was the one that won that race. Like once the iPhone came out, that was it. It was like everything else was cooked after that. Daybird, welcome. When Nokia was still relevant, I know, it's so sad to see what happened to that company. They did Windows Phone again. I think that was a bad decision on their part. Really, like, and like, I talked to people about like the Windows Phone, like that was like modeled after like Windows, what was it, Windows 8? That phone was like, that's a great like older person phone, or like if you're strictly using it for business, that phone's great. But like if you wanted to do literally anything fun on a Windows phone, like that wasn't gonna happen, right? They didn't have any games or cool apps or anything. It had Windows Office Mobile and like Excel mobile and stuff like that. My first pocket device was an old Android tablet, so I never got to experience all of this. Alright, so I remember getting the first tablet, and I waited. I didn't want an iPad. I saw the iPads come out, and I'm like, I'm not really a fan of that. If I want to get a tablet, what I really would like is one with a dockable keyboard, right? So I waited, and I think Asus was the first one to come out with one. And then I was like, I'm gonna wait a little longer because I don't want Android on it. So they came out with a version that had Windows 8 on it, and I was like, oh, perfect. Look, this is a full version of Windows, but like finally a reason to use Windows 8 because it's like a tablet with a docking keyboard, right? This makes sense. Okay, now I kind of understand why Windows 8 might have done something like this, because before that I hadn't, like, really, it's just like the interface doesn't make any sense at all. And when you use it as a tablet a little bit, and you use like that full version of Windows 8 with a tablet, you start to go, okay. I get it. I get what, like, why they did this a little bit, but it's still not forgivable. Like, I mean, that was a rough patch of time for like everybody involved in that. Anyway, so like that tablet barely functioned. I mean, you couldn't do anything with it though. That was the problem. Like, you want to try to run a game on it? No, it didn't have the resources for that, right? Like, you want to try to like play some of the mobile games like that were like designed for that like platform, I guess, maybe, but like if you tried to use it as a real computer for anything other than web browsing, you were going to have a really bad time. It was just not built to ever be a computer. It was built to be a tablet first, and like the computer part of it was a secondary thought. But it did work with the little like keyboard dock, and it had like a built-in mouse, and I was happy with it to an extent, but like I didn't really get more tablets. And now I have like a stupid iPad Air, and I kid you not, I use it like once every 3 months. I barely touch my iPad. Like, if I need to film something with it, maybe I'll use it. Like, if I need like a second camera, but that's like what I use it for. If only Windows 8 phone could run all the Windows programs. I know Windows dropped the ball so much with that. And here's the thing. I remember when they first were talking about this, right? And does anybody remember like the Windows version of like the iPod called the Zune? Because I had a Zune as well, right? And the Zune wasn't too bad, right? But I remember they announced this, and they didn't call it Windows Phone at first. They called it the Zune Phone. They were gonna make the Zune Phone. I'm just like, don't call it that. Please don't call it the Zune Phone. Like, that's so stupid. Like, please. Like, I like Zune too, but I wasn't like really behind the name. I was more into like the music sharing aspect of it, which was cool. I did know like 1 or 2 other people who had a Zune device, and you could share songs with them, and that was like the coolest thing. You couldn't do that with your iPod, right? So it was like a built-in social feature, and I thought that was neat. You just tap your 2 Zunes together, and it's like, hey, check out this song. It's like you could share them like I think you get like a couple of plays on the song, and then like it deletes off your device. So I'm like, that was a neat feature. I like that. But they probably got in like some sort of like licensing trouble with that kind of shit, though. I gotta imagine that didn't like probably play out super well for them. Oh, the Marshes. Hi, I've been following your vids for some time, but this is my first time writing in chat. Welcome. Sorry, I'm also really super bad about keeping up with chats on time. Hiya, how you doing? Glad you stopped in. This is, we're not doing a game today. We're just kind of doing a chat. We're the casual. I'm going to probably eventually opt for responsibility and go over a couple of things that I'm working on, and doing for the community. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Well, we're lucky I even made it to the stream this morning. Oh, goodness. I feel like I've, like, gotten up on the wrong, like, foot 2 times in a row. Like, and usually, like, if I go back to sleep for, like, an hour or so, right? Like, if I wake up feeling, like, groggy and I don't feel good, right? Usually, like, half an hour more of sleep, I'm good. I wake up and I'm like, okay, all right, now we're fine. I just can't achieve that today. I don't know why. I'm, like, way off the vibe. But that's all right. We still made it here. I'm feeling a little better now that we got here. So, yay, progress. Coolest phone I ever had was one of those Moto flip phones. Now, flip means you can't get dust between the screens because they might crack. I know. We've gone full circle on the phones, except they've made them worse and less functional. And it's like, I've seen somebody with like those folding like smartphones too, and I'm like, how's that crease in your screen? And it's like, it looks so bad too. You see it and it instantly makes the phone look like it's 10 years old. It's like, how long have you had that thing? I don't know, like a couple months. Like, really? Really? We're not there yet with the folding screen technology, if it's still doing it. I'm sure it's gotten a little better, right? But like the one I saw, I was like, oh, come on. Is that even functional? Like, how do you see anything on your phone with a crease like that? That would drive me insane. I wouldn't be able to use the phone. I think I might even just like throw the device out if that happened to my phone. So no, I'm not interested in folding smartphone devices with like the foldable screen. No, thank you. I remember too, this was years ago. I remember this when I worked at the phone company, right? I remember the Samsung rep came in and started talking about this, and they're like, we're working on foldable screen technology, and we're going to make a whole phone that you could just fold in your pocket. And I'm like, that sounds really weird. Like, why would anybody want something like that? And now we're seeing that thought come full circle. Like what? Like 10, 12, 13 years later? I remember the Zune from a video listing. It as a trash Microsoft product. It wasn't horrible. Okay. Now, if you're comparing it to like the iPod, yeah, okay. It was definitely worse than the iPod. But as like, if you took it and you stood it alone against the myriad of like absolutely like bottom of the barrel MP3 players with like only 12 song holding capabilities, you have to remember that like a lot of people in the market were still trying to like make their own formatted, like Sony was really bad about this. They've always done this crap and I've hated it. They make their own formatted like memory discs and stuff like that. So it's like you used to like get these MP3 players and it was like a whole like thing. It was nice to be able to get like an MP3 player that one had decent storage size on it and two just worked out of the box. You didn't need memory cards. It was plug and play, right? It was ready to load up with music. And if you didn't have the money for an iPod, Zune was made by Windows, right? So like a consumer like me who's always been dirt poor their entire life looks at something like that and goes, well, it really can't be that bad, right? And like, to be fair, it wasn't. Now, was it that good? No, not at all. I'm not going to sit here and defend the Zune at all, right? But like, it wasn't as terrible, I think, as like a lot of YouTubers like to do. Because like, that happens a lot in YouTube videos. Like, I think the opinion gets sensationalized a little bit. And a lot of these folks don't have real world experience. So they're going off of like the experience of somebody else, or they'll present a video clip and they'll be like, this person had a really bad experience with Zoom, and they'll show that as an example. And that's representative, but you also have to remember stuff like that is like anecdotal. All my opinions are anecdotal, right? Like, keep that in mind too. Like, that's just my experience with it. You gotta like, that's a vacuumed experience. You can't like just take my word for it, you know? Now we have to think, like, what we're going to do after Google blocks Android and de-Googled phones. Oh, I know. I mean, I really hope that doesn't happen. I hope we pass legislation at some point, but, like, I'm not holding my breath on that either. My first phone was Simeon's Java phone with a metal brace. Wait, you're going to have to send, like, a picture of that. I didn't even know they made phones. But I have to get the newest phone. Otherwise, how will I show off how rich I am? Oh my goodness. Thomas, when I worked at the phone company, okay, all right. So, like, I remember that they came out with the iPhone, and they came out with the gold one and the rose gold one. okay. And I shit you not. I don't know what it was back then, but as soon as the gold and the rose gold came out, somebody, I literally had a customer do this. They came in 3 days before to upgrade their iPhone, didn't know the gold and the rose gold were coming out, came in, paid the $150 restocking fee to get the gold iPhone. And I'm like, this isn't actually made of gold, right? And they're like, I don't care, I have to have the gold iPhone. It's like, really? I don't know. The rose gold looks good. I think the rose gold looks nice because it's got that nice pink tinge, and I'm biased towards that color, right? But the gold, I don't know, it's just a flat sprayed on gold texture, right? It's not like the phone is any better. It's not like it's actually plated in gold, right? The volume of gold iPhones that we went through was absolutely insane. And here's the thing, we would get people in, and I kid you not, because the Apple store would be out of stock of them, and we only sold them to our customers, right? So you had to either start a new carrier contract, get a prepaid service with us, or be an existing customer and upgrade, right? Those are for our customers. I kid you not, I had somebody come in one time and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, you're not a customer here, reserving these for only new customers. And they're like, what if I bought 4 prepaid plans with it? And I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, they're $50 each, but sure, if you buy a prepaid plan with each of these gold, and he did it. He actually did it. He's like, I need to have these. I don't care. I don't care how we get this done. I need these iPhones. And I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. So you paid an extra $200 for a phone plan on 4 phones that you're never going to use. I mean, I'm fine with it because I make commission on selling prepaid plans. So I was totally chill with this. But I'm like, are you serious? Just to get the iPhone? I'm like, these are carrier locked, right? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. I'll figure that part out. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Good luck with these. Glitch, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm falling a little behind in chat because I keep going off on these random tangents, but it's that was the shit that used to blow my mind back when I worked at the mobile phone store. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable what people and we were the ones who coined the sheeple thing because we're god damn, every single time, every new iPhone product, every Apple product that ever launches, line out the door. Every single time, I would get we had a checklist of Apple product launch day just because so we can corral the line of people that are gonna come in and just either upgrade or just ask pointless questions about it. I'm like, oh, used to drive me insane. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of that aspect of it. Hi, Jake. Welcome. Oh, I don't know. Oh, wait. Was that bye directed towards me? I didn't know if you were just popping in or not. Hi, everyone. I can't stay long, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi, ZT. Welcome to the stream. Don't get the gold luxury-looking phone hype at all, but then again, I buy the weird orange-colored phones. I feel you there, though. I mean, I would definitely... My next phone's going to be pink. It's definitely going to be pink. I'm definitely biased towards it. My childhood friend who is married, her friend aren't thrilled by the idea of having a male best friend. And yesterday was her birthday. I have an opinion on this. I think that you shouldn't ever be in a position where you control your partner's friends or how they interact with their peers, right? I think that if you're in a loving, understanding, communicative relationship with another person, the conversation or the words, I don't like you talking, unless you're doing something specifically bad or that person has an interest, right? You should have that level of trust with your partner to be able to be I trust you, right? I trust you. I've seen no problems here, right? If it's just actual genuine conversation and they're genuinely friends, I don't know. I don't see an issue with that. I don't think you should gender relationships, right? I have lots of like relationships, and the gender of that individual matters absolutely not at all to me, right? I value them as a person. So like that's my opinion on it. Yes, preach. I'm glad you agree. I mean, I really don't like, I don't like that. It's like, oh, or like controlling aspects of like what you can talk about with other people. It's like, and there is a degree to that, right? But like, let me give like a more specified, like, it's like, I don't want you talking about me to so and so, right? And it's like, why not? And it's like, oh, I don't like them. And it's like, but they're my friend, right? Like, you should not like do that, right? Like, I don't know. I am of the opinion that like, I understand that two people are going to have a conversation about me behind my back, behind closed doors, because they're friends, right? And they may not say the nicest things about me. And that's just like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like, that's a fact of life that I've just come to learn to live with, right? Like, I don't know, everybody kind of does it to a certain extent, and it just doesn't bother me. And it's like, we all have that, especially with your significant other or like your best friends, right? You're going to share very personal thoughts and opinions like with those people sometimes. And I don't know, I just don't feel like certain aspects of those conversations should be controlled by your significant other. They should trust you, right? And if they have a problem, at least bring it up and discuss it so the air can be cleared about it. I don't know, that's my thought. I can contact her parents and get in touch with her, but since I'm going home soon, I mean, yeah, I just bring it up gently too, and just like, the best way to handle these things is to never like twist someone's arm on it. Just be like, hey, I think that's, I don't know, I don't think that's cool, Just bring it up casually with them. Just be like, I don't know, like, I don't believe in, personally, like, I don't believe in like having relationships like that. Like, I would let my partner be friends with anybody as long as there like wasn't an issue with that person, right? Like, for me, my boundaries, right? Like, if I had a partner, I don't have a partner, right? Not like really currently interested in dating, right? But if I did, my boundaries would be like, are they flirting with you? Like, are they like trying to get with you in like some romantic or physical way? Right? That would be a boundary. I think that's a reasonable boundary. I think most people would like respect that boundary, right? That's a pretty reasonable one. I think that's about it. Like, yeah, don't flirt or cheat on me like behind my back. I think that's like a pretty reasonable ask for most relationships. So I don't know, like, aside from that, maybe I'd give an opinion. I can't say I'd preclude somebody unless that friend was like doing something really bad with them. Like, they were starting to drag them down with them, like with their problems. Like, if they were like, if I had a partner, right? And they met a new friend, right? And they started going out drinking every weekend with that new friend, right? And it started impacting them more as like, okay, this is more than like 3 or 4 beers at the bar, right? Like, I'm worried you might get like a Dewey soon from like doing something like this. Then maybe like I'd be like, okay, maybe that particular friend you might want to reconsider, right? Like, but you want to, like, I don't know. I just don't believe on like outright twisting someone's arm unless it's like super serious or like the reason is like highly escalated. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I mean, that's like, and unfortunately, that's just something that she'll have to deal with, right? That's an issue that like needs to be navigated. And it's something like, it's what's made me very particular and picky about the type of partner I would take personally in my life. Oh, hi, Craig. Welcome to the stream. So, like, in the future, like, if I do take on like a partner of in any capacity, right? I'm going to be very like upfront about like what the boundaries are, like what the expectations are, because like I'm gonna be real, like I really just don't have patience for it anymore. Like I don't, and like I can't date anybody that's like too much younger than me either, because that is just the maturity difference. It's great to be friends with younger folks, right? But like when we're talking about like having a serious relationship, right? Like they just, I'm sorry, but like there's like so many difference in perspectives there. It doesn't usually align well. I've seen it work out. I've seen it work out for other folks, at least from the people I've talked to. It's just like we're looking at things way differently. Like I could tell. I don't know. It's hard to describe, and it's individualized too. It's nuanced, right? Like I don't want to paint with a broad brush because I've also just spoken to younger folks that are way ahead of their years, like in maturity, but then like as a general tone, more often than not, like it doesn't work out. The music got loud. Okay. How about now? Is that better? I think I got it adjusted. Thank you for letting me know. Rumor has it people are calling you cute behind your back. I had to confess. How could you all do that? How could you possibly lie to everybody like that? Listen, I'm not worried about me. Listen, I'm worried about the other people who might believe you. Oh, goodness. There's one other song louder than the others, it seems. I gotta sit down one of these days, play the playlist at a standard volume and find which one it is. Like, I'm just gonna skip through the tracks and just find which one just goes absolutely insane on the volume. And I'll let... So, like, those tracks come from JVPKO. I'll ask them if they can like level out the audio a little bit better in the future, but they just kind of gave me this music with like, here you go, you can use these on your stream. Hi Rain, you are cute. I will never admit to such things. But the evidence against me is mounting. I keep making cute mistakes everywhere. Okay, I guess I should, now that like we've had some folks here, we've got some like conversation out of the way. Let's talk turkey for a second. Oh, that sounds way too serious. It's not that serious. Okay. I guess let me address the elephant in the room. I abruptly closed the Fluxer server this morning. For anybody who wasn't aware, I don't know if anybody's even been using Fluxer. I haven't been able to like use it for like a week now. It's been ridiculous. The whole experience with it has been bad. I went from like, wow, really excited, this works great, this is awesome, to wow, this is really bad. Then I got like a sneak peek into their code base. I've gotten like not some great interactions with the Fluxer devs. So, you know, I've got a video that I'm going to be working on, kind of talking a little bit more in depth, but like for like the actual service related issues, a week of almost like not being able to use the app functionally, that in and of itself alone is reason enough to close the server. Because if I can't communicate on it and I can't moderate it, what's the point of having a community there if I can't participate properly? So anyways, I'm looking into Stout. I'm looking into other chat platforms. I'm not dropping the issue. I'm not letting it go. But I also don't want to host something that's not going to be actively moderated. So I made the decision to just basically close the whole thing down. Just so we're on the same page. So if anybody asks, what happened to the Fluxer server? What happened to Rain's Refuge Fluxer server? You can let them know. I intentionally closed it down. And it's because it was not working properly. And I also will have a video coming out within hopefully the next couple of days on the Linux channel that's going to go over specifically the reasons that I am like kind of upset with the developers of Fluxer and the decisions they've been making. And I'm not the only one who's working on it. I have invited another YouTuber to speak their thoughts on it as well. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be a good video, but that's something that I'm going to be possibly working on later today going into tomorrow. I need to rewrite the script for that a little bit if I'm just being real. Fluxer is a Discord alternative. Yes. It's not a great one, though. After using it for, 2 weeks. And I feel bad because, I set up a server there. I invited everybody there, and I was like, yeah, this will be great. Not great. Not great. Not having a great time with Fluxer. Not having a great time. No, I'm definitely not having a good time with Fluxer. My voice sounds a bit muffled. I am a little sick right now. Also, I've been messing with the audio, so it probably could be that as well. But I've been sick since Sunday again. I've been I'm so tired of the winter, and it's because we have these on and off, back and forth, warm and cold days. The other day, it was actually reasonably warm, and you could feel the sun. It was great. I was loving it. And then it drops down to negative 5C the day after, and I'm like, why? Why can't we just have some consistency? So anyways, I'm hoping this is the last one of the season. We'll see about that. So, but yeah, I do. That might be part of the reason I sound a little muffled. Craig, oh my goodness. Thank you so much, cutie. Everybody, head pats in the chat for Craig. Thank you so much for the 20 memberships. Especially if you got a membership, you better be giving head pats. Rainy's giving head pats. I'll give head pats and hearts. I'm feeling extra generous today. Hell yeah. I am normally not excited to go home, but this time I have some business, I suppose. Oh, well, that's good. Always good to have a reason to go home, right? All right, now bye for real. DT, it's good to have you here as always. I'm going to be doing Vox Libre on Friday, and we're doing community... Wait. Yeah, we're doing community builds. I think it's pyramids, but I might be wrong. That's actually a good time to start talking more in detail. But if you're looking for the next stream, it'll be Friday at around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Made to Read. And we're doing Vox Libre community stuff. Yay! Okay, have a good day. God, that YouTube emoji. And oh my God, it always looks so grumpy. It's I guess, see ya. Thanks for coming by, I guess. Right? I know that's not what you intend, but that's what the face looks like. God, I hate the base YouTube emojis. They're awful. Absolutely disgusting. Wait, can you not hear any of the sound effects? Holy crap. Oh my goodness. I had it off the entire time. So wait, when Gombic's thing came on earlier, you all didn't hear that? Oh no. Wow, I really am stupid. Oh goodness, I scuffed the shit out of everything. This is good though? Okay, alright. It might just be because I'm not, I definitely, my nose is stuffy. I can feel it, my sinuses are clogged. After I do this stream, I'm gonna take a nice, really hot shower, and hopefully that'll clear me out again. Okay, so Vox Libre. I've got some great announcements about that. So, the Vox Libre SMP, I know it's been kind of a little random, and the direction for it has been kind of random, and I started an SMP series, and then I kind of stopped it, right? I'm not going to be continuing the SMP series anymore, because there's kind of not really a point to that. What I want to do is change the direction. Oh, hold on one second. Sorry about that. I got a text message. I try not to miss those in case they're important. We're good to go here. Sorry about that. But So yeah, I'm going to be changing directions on like what we're doing with the SMP, and I'm going to make it community focused and driven from now on. So if you like the Vox Libre SMP, we're going to one slowly let more vetted community members into the server. If you want in, you need to talk to me or Made to Read in the Discord server, and we will like get you instructions. But if you're somebody, and like we're not trying to be like this, right? But if you're a new member in the community and like you've just shown up and it's like your first day, we're not gonna let you in. We're only letting like known members of the community. So just hang out with us for like a week or so. Like get to know us, participate, right? Like pop your head in. Like we need to establish some trust there, right? The reason for this is that we can't, well, one, I don't want the server griefed, so we're just being really careful about who we let play on it. And two, I spoke to Kuru. She is the admin for the server. And she's letting me know that she's working on the issue, but it's not quite ready to handle a huge player load, right? So if we start letting in too many people and too many people log in all at once while I'm on live stream and it crashes the SMP, well, that's kind of a problem. And Kuru is not always around to fix the server if we crash it, because this is just something that she is doing out of the kindness of her heart. So if something happens, like there's a couple of like steps to get things resolved there. So that is the other reason we want to be careful there. But we are going to start expanding on that. And the content that's going to come out about the SMP isn't going to be an SMP episodic series about my playthrough. What it's going to be is completely community focused. It's going to be working, like looking at your builds, the things that have already been created. We're going to be doing lots of content on it and like just kind of documenting how the world has expanded over time. I'm going to be using old live streams. I'm going to be doing new footage on live stream at the same time. So like there's going to be a couple of combinations to get us caught up in the first couple of videos, but I really want to make it community driven, community focused, and I want to see the wonderful things you built because the server looks amazing. It's really cool and I want to keep that going. So I know that I don't always have the most amount of time to spend there, but a lot of you, especially Peter, of like all the players that are on the server, really going above and beyond with the builds. They need to be documented. They need to be filmed. They need to be talked about because these are amazing things. And I don't want it to be like the little hidden secret of our server. Like, let's show all of YouTube how awesome of a SMP server we have with a free and open source application. I think that's a wonderful like tone to set for the community. So that's my thoughts there with the Vox Libre SMP and something to be looking forward to starting this Friday. Fingers crossed, hopefully everything is working out for that. By the way, I'm doing some research about Vox Libre to help. Yes, so Dark Raven is also working on more Vox Libre content. I have an editor now. She is currently editing segments of the One Stop video, and I'm working on a Fluxer video and possibly a video about Stoat, because Stoat has been pretty good so far, but that remains to be seen. But definitely Fluxer. Fluxer is coming out by the end of the week. They passed my deadline for a response. I gave them 7 exact days to respond to my inquiry about it being like AI coded, and I didn't get a response. My friend got a response. It was snarky and not great. So I don't know. Like, I really feel like these things need to be brought up and discussed because yeah, anyways, I'll save it for the video, but like that's what I'll be working on. So there's like 3 things in the works. And then also, I just want to say, I know the art videos, everybody's been waiting a while for them, and I just want to say I'm absolutely thrilled. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. The popularity on those videos is overwhelming. Like, for a little teeny tiny art channel that like barely had anything going on, like the amount of views that I've gotten on those videos, and I get it, you have to think like proportionally, right? It's only going to be a couple hundred views, and you can be like, oh, that's not that. That was a 62 sub channel that was like forgotten about. It was like, unfortunately, like the forgotten stepchild of like my like little like YouTube empire that I've been building, and I felt so bad about it because I love art. So I finally been able to get content made for it, and I really appreciate. I mean, people have been sharing it. They've been posting it on their social media. They've been commenting on it. Like, and that, it means so much to me, especially after like how long I've had like a drawing block. Like, it really means the world to me that you were really supportive on that content. So if you haven't already, obviously, like, I have links down in the description. Go down and find my art channel if you haven't checked those like time-lapse videos out. And tell me what you think. Like, tell me, like, what your thoughts are about them. If you like the drawings, if you like the format, stuff like that. Oh, goodness. I'm already starting to lose my voice already. This is why I didn't want to do, like, an overly involved, like, gaming stream for, like, 6 hours today. Because I'm, like, already, like, starting to lose my voice again. Please forgive me for marking my territory by building a bit. Oh, please don't do that. Please don't do that. That's like my one big fear. We will knock it down. We will find it. We will ban you and we will knock it down instantly. Oh, goodness. Just log in one day and there's just like this overshadowing. There's like just this huge world shadow from one. Oh, God. You all just look up and go, ah. Ah, damn it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so that's exactly the kind of thing we're trying to prevent. The glitch. I've got my eye on you now. I'm watching you, buddy. You can't be trusted. We will bottom surgery that kind of build. Anna, perfectly phrased. Yes. 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 Get me the bolt cutters. We're doing this old school style. Witching. Oh, God, don't do that. Nobody do that. Nobody ever consider that. I'm obviously being facetious there. Oh, goodness. It's like, what did Rain talk about on live stream today? Well, she said get the bolt cutter. She's gonna give somebody, she's gonna give this statue bottom surgery. Oh, God, that's definitely unhinged. If that is the price I must pay. Anna, you're on board with me. Snip, snip. I'll make sure to sterilize the bolt cutters. Just put it in the fire till it starts glowing slightly. It'll be fine. Right? It'll cauterize on its way through. Like, I've actually been like told that tip too. They're like, yeah, if you run out of like stitching material, like this was obviously in the military, right? They're like, like if you run out of stitching material, you could always heat up the end of your knife and press it into the wound to cauterize the wound. And I'm like, that sounds awful. Like, I don't want to do that. I hope I never have to do something like that. It looks cool, I guess, like in the concept like of a movie, right? Like I've seen a couple of movie scenes like where they push the arrow through, right? And then they cauterize the wound after. I can't imagine in reality that would be at all a pleasant experience. Like, I can't imagine how horrible that would be. I know how those surgeries go. I can do it. Well, if there's anyone I trust, it's going to be you, Miss Hannah. You know what? Go ahead and get the fire stoked and get the bolt cutters warmed up for me. We're going to do this thing. We're doing it live. Well, that'll get me banned from YouTube instantaneously. So, how did Rain get her channel deleted? Oh, well, she did bottom surgery live on YouTube with a pair of bolt cutters. Start sharpening my tool. You're not helping. You're throwing more fuel on the fire here. What a conversation to be listening to while doing art. Oh, goodness. I can't even imagine. Probably perked your eyebrow up a little bit. Can you imagine if your mom walked in on that conversation too? She'd be like, so Maddie, what you listening to? Oh, you know, my favorite artist is just talking about, you know, stuff and things. All of your info comes from a 60-second YouTube short. That's why I trust you. If there's TNT in Vox Libre, you could use that too. There is. It's definitely nerfed in comparison to Minecraft. It's not nearly as fun as in Minecraft. I've brought that up a couple of times. Another innocent creator is censored by YouTube. Well, I mean, I think they comment on that one, right? Like, even if, I think, like, even if I just didn't, like, actually, like, show anything, and just, even, like, the implication alone of, like, I was just like, okay, we're doing it audio only, like, I'm pretty sure that'd get cut. I'm pretty sure that'd get me banned. Oh, Dark Raven. Oh my goodness, my brother. Thank you so much. Everybody, head pats in the chat for Dark Raven. Also, keep in mind, Dark Raven is a musician. Some of the songs that I've been using on the channel are made by Dark Raven, so definitely go check out their YouTube channel. I have a link down in the description below. I mean, most of us here already are pretty familiar with Dark Raven, but if you're not subscribed to them on YouTube, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and give that subscribe button a nice old head pat for Rainy. I see your poor girls. I see your poor girl's head pat, Anna. Slapping that forehead. My friends calling to play rank. Gotta carry some noobs. Okay, Glitch, it was good to have you here, but I hope to see you again. Ah, my microphone just dropped a little. No. Okay, it's been an hour, and I managed to get through 2 things so far. We're almost there. So we talked about the Fluxer video and, like, what's going on with the Fluxer server. We talked about, like, what we're going to be doing with the Vox Libre SMP going forward. So, just, like, a real, like, quick thing that I want to talk about is the streaming schedule. This is the one thing that I feel like I haven't been able to get dialed in properly. So, I want to have, like, a conversation with the stream regulars here about the schedule. Because, ideally, for me, I want to do 3 times a week. And I get feedback all the time, like, oh, the streams are too early, they're too late, they're just right, like, sometimes they're too random, sometimes you start them too late, right? Like, sometimes I don't know. Like, what is a good, consistent thing that I can do every single time where everybody knows, like, okay, Rain's got a stream up and this is happening? Like, is there a time? Like, do you want me to start at about the same time every day? Because I've been doing this loosey-goosey for, like, a year, and I really don't want to fly by the seat of my pants anymore, right? So, like, let's talk about, like, timing. Let's talk about stream times. Let's talk about scheduling. Let's talk about consistency, right? And how long would you prefer the streams to be? So I guess, like, maybe what we can do is let's talk about, like, a stream schedule. I'm going to put things up to a vote, so, like, it's easier for me to get, like, because, like, if I just start reading the chat, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. So I guess the first question I'm going to pose to the chat, and we're going to kind of, like, we're going to do this rapid fire. I'm not going to leave the polls up for too long, but this is just to get, like, a gauge of, like, what everybody feels. Like, so how many times a week should I stream? And we'll do a couple of answers. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and then I don't think anything more than 4 I would do. So, like, we'll go with that. So we'll start with that for the first poll. Tell me, how many times a week would you actually watch the live stream? Not how many times a week would you, like you think I should stream. I'm like, if you were gonna watch the channel, how many times a week would you tune in if I was available and streaming on the platform? And I'll give that a couple of minutes to marinate. I need to go refill my water bottle anyway, so let me go ahead and put the break thing up for a second, and I will be right back while everybody, like, go ahead and, like, kind of, like, gets their opinion in there. Okay, I am back. I got water. So hopefully I won't, like, I'll stop, like, kind of coughing so much. Oh my goodness, Gombek, thank you so much. Everybody, head pats in the chat for Gombek. Thank you so much, cutie. Oh my goodness. Y'all keep doing this, like, every time we go on, like, a little break. And then this is how I end up forgetting to, like, take the break message off. Okay, so let's take a look at the results. Okay, I'm actually a little shocked that 2 times a week was the answer. Really? 2 times a week. All right. Noted. Interesting. I would have thought it would have been 4, but okay. All right. You're already like going outside of my expectations. So this is interesting. I'm going to leave it up for, I guess, like a minute or 2 more just in case anybody didn't get a chance to vote that wanted to vote. But I'm going to wrap this portion of it up, like, in just a second here. But so far, it was 2 times a week at 60% is the winner. So I'll go ahead. I'll end this now. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So now that we figured out how many times a week, what days of the week is going to be the next question. All right. So we're going to do a poll next for that. And what days of the week do you like to watch live streams? And we're gonna go. Let's go with weekdays or weekends. We'll make it simple. We'll do those 150-50 so that way it's not split all over the place. So do you prefer that I stream on weekdays or weekends? Because some people tell me they prefer that I am doing this like when they're working on other things, or they're working maybe like homework for college, or they're doing a college project, or they're working at work or something. I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Oh, I see it. It's a 50-50 split. We can't do that. Well, I mean, we could. I could just stream Friday and Saturday. That would fix it, right? Like, if that's really how it's going to be, right? If it really is a 50-50 split. But there's only been 4 votes, so we're just going to wait a few more minutes on that one. I think 2 is a reasonable, happy medium between that and the other options that were on the poll. That's fair. Sorry if I'm not chatting as much. I'm sick today. I totally feel you there, Miss Pamela. I have not been feeling good since Sunday. Raid when her community doesn't want her to work over. Hey, listen. It's like you all are starting to get to know me or something. well, there was a time and a place when I could like do all of this stuff and nobody would know. I would like be like working all night because nobody was paying attention to me. Everyone is getting okay, so at least it's not me. We keep bouncing back and forth between it being a 50-50 split in weekends. So what this tells me is that I may want to consider doing, so based on the previous answers so far, so twice a week, it looks like the community's kind of split on this. So I guess the next question is, I'm going to go ahead and end this poll now. Would the compromise be? Okay. Good. Let's just go with this. Wait, why is that? Well, oh no, it's a Q&A. No, end the Q&A. I didn't mean to do that. God damn it, I scuffed it again. Sorry about that. Okay, hold on. Start a poll. Yes. Okay. What days of the week? Monday, Friday, and Saturday. Here, this'll hopefully narrow it down a little bit. Can you do separate polls for the first and the second stream? Okay. Alright, let me finish this one up, Gombic. And, like, how do you want me to phrase the question? Could you put in chat for me how you would prefer the question to be phrased so I'm on the same page with you? And I don't just, like, spawn open another poll that doesn't, like, really cover what we want to cover here. Okay, so it looks like Friday and Saturday. That makes the most sense to me, too. And I think I can easily accommodate that. So that shouldn't be a problem. Can you do separate polls for the first and second stream? If you tell me how you want that phrased, Gombic, I'll put up the poll for that soon. But it looks like Friday and Saturday was 100%. That was a landslide. Okay, so that's easy enough. We could do that. Okay, now here's another one while I'm waiting for Gombic to give me feedback about, like, the question they wanted to ask about that. I've got another one. Okay, so, oh, wait. I just saw that Gombic just said something. Hold on, wait. First stream choice, Monday, Thursday. Second choice, Thursday through Sunday. Okay, let's do that again. One more time. Start a poll. Okay. So separate polls for the first and second stream. Okay, so the first stream. I think I know what you mean. Alright, so first stream would be. Well, I mean, like, based on the last one, though, everybody kind of picked Friday and Saturday. So that would kind of cover that. Did that cover that already, Gombic? I'm realizing too there's a chat delay, so I'm probably going faster than you are. I'm gonna give you a second to catch up on that. You are here very consistently, so I do care about your feedback here. And I just want to make sure that, like, we're making sure your voice is heard here. I want to make sure everybody gets their voice heard. That's why we're doing the polls. Okay, alright. So Friday and Saturday, I think that works. Let's talk. No, Delta, welcome to the stream. Hey, we're voting on like how we're gonna schedule live streams going forward and like how we're gonna do this. Okay, so we need to talk about timing. Now, I don't have a time conversion thing for you. For frame of reference, it is 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right now, okay? I'm going to post these times in Eastern Standard Time, okay? So that's your frame of reference, right? It's almost 12 p.m. for me right now, right? So when I post these, hopefully you'll realize, okay, that's a couple of hours earlier, that's a couple of hours later, etc., etc. You can use a time conversion tool if you need to for your own, like, sanity, right? But yes, I want to figure out time. I know, but I don't know UTC well enough off the top of my head to do that. Unfortunately, Eastern Standard Time just, like, is something I know, I've got to learn it, though. That's my time. Okay, alright. So, Eastern Standard Time is the time we're going to be using. Please bear with me on it. When should the stream start? This is very important because, like, I have been all over the place with the stream start times. So I really like to, like, hammer it home. Let's go with 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go with 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll throw a curveball out there. We'll do one for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go. All right. Let's see what time you all want the streams to actually be. Three options, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. What would you all prefer? I've gotten pretty good at converting EST to my time zone after all these D&D sessions. So if I get to know somebody, like if I start talking with them regularly, I'll remember their time zone and I can convert it in my head. But like, we have to be talking regularly enough. Or I have to have already known somebody that's in that time zone where I've committed to the conversion already. I'll be like, oh yeah, just like so-and-so, you know? It's like, I know what time it is there. I know, I just one of those things that I haven't done. I've never done it. I've done it the hard way my whole life. Really, we're at 50-50 with 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. We definitely need tiebreakers. Definitely need tiebreakers. Oh, is this gonna be close? Oh goodness. I mean, I could always start 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, right? Like, that's always reasonable. Right? Like, we could do, you know, Friday afternoon, and we could do, like, Saturday morning. That's also a compromise, too. Wow. Still dead down the center. 9-1. Oh, my goodness. We're gonna have to keep this one up for a bit, because it's so close. I mean, but we could do the compromise, right? Like, do we think another compromise? Kind of like the last one, right? Where, like, we couldn't really decide. So, like, doing one on each, like, one weekday and one weekend works, right? AM and PM is confusing to me. It takes a bit to think about it. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's past midnight here, so I picked 9 a.m., but if mornings would be difficult for you, I don't mind joining late. Noted. Sugar, welcome to the stream. How's Faye doing today? I'm sorry if we're making this so... You're not making it... I really want this feedback, because, like, if I'm going to schedule them and I'm going to change the schedule, I want it to match, like, what the viewers consistently expect. And if we all have a conversation about it and figure it together, you know, out as a community real quick and, like, have a conversation. If you've showed up here and, like, I can recognize, like, I see the names, right? I know who's here consistently, and I want to make sure that if we're going to, like, stick to a schedule and we're going to do it, it's on days that work for the people that are here in this stream, and it's at the times that work for the people here in this stream. 1 p.m. is winning by, like, the smallest of margins. I kind of like 1 p.m. too, but I'm willing to compromise because it's so close. So what I'm willing to do is one more vote, right? Because the winner was 1 p.m. Okay? So here's how I'll phrase it. Start a poll. We'll do one morning and one afternoon, or just afternoon. One morning and one afternoon. Just 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I mean, I don't mind doing either. I just want to make sure it's consistent going forward. Just 1 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, that's the winner so far, but I'm like, we're going to wait. Oh, no, it's split again. It's 50-50. One morning and one afternoon. Okay, that's the more reasonable answer. That's the one I like. That's the one I kind of fell on initially as well, but like, you know, it's good to hear your thoughts. All right, so it's 71-29. I think that's fair too. So how does this sound then? How does this sound to everybody? Just to like kind of put the final wrap on all of this. Friday and Saturday from now on, we will do the Friday streams at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and we will do a Saturday morning stream going forward. And then that way, everybody has a chance either in the afternoon or in the morning to catch a live stream going forward. Then we're covering, because like the streams will go anywhere. Oh yeah, that's like the one final question I need to ask. Oh, I'm glad that we actually brought. I have to go now. Bye, Rain. Thank you for coming and thank you for voting. One last question. Because like I know internally what I can handle for streaming, but what do you all like as far as length of time of these live streams? So how long should the streams go for? I'm gonna put 2 hours as the minimum, right? And then we'll go up from there. 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. I think 5 hours is probably the peak. I think 6 is a little too unreasonable for me, but I'll put that up there. So like we have an ascending amount, and then this will help me kind of tune the streams a little bit better. It sets like a better agenda for me. I can get in my head, it's like, okay, we're going to be doing this for the X amount of hours. It helps me kind of prep a little bit better instead of going like, because like when I go into these things, like I sometimes don't even know how long I plan on streaming for that day. It's just like, well, I cleared my afternoon out for this. Let's do it. Let it rip. And it could be anywhere between like 2 hours. It could be like 3. It could be 5. It could be 6. I've done 10 hours of live streaming before. So I really don't want to do that anymore. I'd like to have like a consistent thing. I would have preferred Friday morning and Saturday afternoon. Noted. Gombek. I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. If you think that would be better, I could do that. I'm not 100% married to like the times on that yet, but I do like having the Friday and the Saturday. I think that's a good idea. And I do like having one morning and one afternoon. That I think is a good idea. That I'm definitely going forward with. Those two ideas. Where I've landed on specifics for what one it will be, I think having a Friday morning one might be better and a Saturday afternoon one might be better. Like, I'm just trying to think of my own personal needs as well here. So I'm like taking a minute to like kind of reflect on my own personal schedule and stuff like that. Hey Rain, unrelated, but after stream, do you mind giving me a bit of advice on a big art project I'm working on? Of course, cutie. Hit me up after the stream. Well, you can hit me up now, because what's going to happen is like this stream is going to be over, and then I'm going to unwind for like 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'm gonna blank on literally everything I've promised during the stream. So, like, definitely follow. Like, when I say follow up with me, some of you go, yeah, I'll make sure to follow up with you, Rain. And then, like, you don't actually hit me up in the Discord. And it's like, I'm definitely not going to remember if you don't remind me. Like, I definitely need it. Like, streamer brain is a real thing. I swear, I lose, like, 10 IQ points the second I hit the live stream button. I swear. I'm usually not this big of a hot mess. But, like, when I'm on live stream, yes, I don't know why. Poll for which one is in the morning and which one is in the afternoon. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. All right. So, how do I phrase this so it makes sense? Okay. So, oh God. How do I phrase that? So, which one in the morning? And we'll do Friday, Saturday. I guess that's the best way to do it. All right, let's go. Let it rip. Tell me what you... Show me what you want. All right, so the previous answer was 3 hours. So 3 hours is doable. 3 hours is really easy because we're coming up to an hour and a half already. Look, we're getting so much done today. And like here I am, not feeling good, kind of feeling bad about not getting stuff done. But like we're getting stuff done. We're being productive. We're making plans. This is a good time to get this like housekeeping stuff done anyways. We just finished One Shot last week. I have the editor working on the video for that. I mentioned that already, but like this is a good time to get things organized so that like we can get stuff done. Okay, so what it's very likely going to be from now on is that we're going to do the Friday stream in the morning and we'll do a Saturday stream in the afternoon. This is so wonderful. I like that. I mean, I think that's going to work out good. Everybody seems to be happy with that. I think a Friday morning stream would work better for me personally, and a Saturday afternoon stream would work well for me personally as well. So I think we're all kind of on the same page here. So let me just put it out in chat, lay it out in chat. So I will write it out so that everybody like can kind of see where we're landing here. So the direction it looks like it's going is that the live streams will be every Friday and Saturday. Oh, every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 3 hours each. Democracy, I know. It's nice when it works that way, doesn't it? I love democracy. We've all voted. We've all got to share our opinions, and the most votes win. You know, which sometimes kind of sucks if your vote didn't win, but you know, at least it was fair, right? Like we all came together as a community and picked what works best for everyone, not just for the individual. It can get overwhelming, but I think the refuge is down to being helpful in these instances. Some of us have and like, here's something that I do need to get better about. And I really appreciate very recently, more people have been coming to me and they're like, Rain, okay, what can I do? I want to volunteer in some capacity because they're aware that like I'm like a little strapped on being able to like actually hire people to help me out with things, right? I do need help. I need help. I need help with this. I'm struggling to try to get this all together. You see the content is coming out. You see the content, like the videos are becoming more like high quality. What I really need is I need a push. Like, I need more people to genuinely, like, in a grassroots capacity, genuinely share something that they're interested in, and not like in a shoving down like people's throats kind of way. I mean, like, you actually watch something, or you see one of my like drawings and you like are genuinely love it and you want to show your friends. That actually is the most helpful thing that anybody can do. Donations, extremely helpful. Of course, I always need more funds. I need funds for editors. I need funds to live. I need funds for my medication, for my pain medication, for my HRT, right? Like, so money does help. Money does help. But the economy sucks right now. I'm realistic. I'm very realistic. So if people want to help, if you've got a skill that you think is relevant, this is really the time to go, okay, yes, here's what I can offer you. Will this be helpful to you? Or if you're like, I don't want to do any of that, just take one of my links to something that you already love, that you've already been like enjoying about my content, and this is the time to share it. Put it out there, get it out there, talk a little bit more, invite people to like, you know, the Discord community, and let them know we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, right? Let them know about like the Vox Libre SMP and like the really cool community builds. Let them know that we're doing drawing live streams. Let them know about my art, right? Like, you don't have to push them to come watch me, right? But just share something and just be like, oh, I saw this thing, it's cool. Like, oh, this girl drew this really cool picture, I wanted to show it to you. Right? That to me, I think, is the best way, like, that you all could help me out. Like, liking the videos, right? Liking the streams, liking the videos, sharing the videos, like all of that, like, that helps, right? But like, I don't know. I do need help. I think things are finally, like, they feel like they're just about to click together properly, right? Like, if I could just get it together a little bit more, right? Like, I'm right there. I'm on the cusp of being able to turn what was once just something I did as a hobby after work one day into an actual, factual, functional, like, content production thingy. I don't know, right? But we're taking something that was just a hobby and turning it into something meaningful and functional. And if anybody wants to help, like, with that, if you really enjoy like what we've been doing here, this is the time. So please, like, those would be the best ways to help me out, if anybody's been wondering. Oh goodness. Cheering you on, I appreciate it. And I know you all, like, a lot of you do that already. But, you know, like, there are several thousand, like, other people that are subscribed to this channel that don't get to come to the live streams, and they only watch the VODs. And, like, just being real, right? And there is going to be one person that watches this VOD later, right? And they're going to come to this moment. They're going to get to this part of the VOD, and they're going to go, wait, that's me. They have watched my videos for a long period of time. They've watched the streams. They've watched the VODs. And they have never once left a comment, liked, or even subscribed to the channel. And that's totally valid. If you are one of those people that have never poked your head up a single time, I just want you to know that's totally okay. I appreciate that you're still here, right? Don't feel bad about it, right? Like, this is entertainment at the end of the day. You don't need to get involved, right? Like, this is my struggle. If you're here just for the fun bits, that's totally fine. So I thought, like, not enough YouTubers say that, right? Like, they only ask for the ask, right? They don't, like, acknowledge the other half of it. So at least if I'm going to ask for your all's help, like, I can at least acknowledge the people that maybe just want to be entertained. You're good. You're valid. I know you exist. You're totally fine. Don't worry. Don't even sweat it. Don't even sweat it a little bit. Like, if you're even thinking that, like, sitting there feeling a tinge of guilt, don't. But for those who genuinely do want to help, hopefully the ways that I laid out make sense to everybody. I am just floating around here. I mean, you're living true to your name, just like me. I'm always raining and pouring all over the place. Usually pouring. That's why I'm always a mess. VOD watchers are cute. I agree. VOD watchers are cute. People who watch my content still and still haven't subscribed, they are cute too. They are cute. I would wish that you would hit the subscribe button, but I've got to be real. Do you know how many times I've watched like YouTubers and I've thought I've been subscribed to their channel and I'm like, oh shit, actually I haven't been subscribed this whole time. What? And I just keep getting recommended their videos and I've just been clicking on them. I don't even know I wasn't subscribed to their channel because like I do browse my recommended feed for new content all the time. I do like the subscriptions like feed for YouTube. That's great for like consistently good content, but I like finding new content all the time. So like the recommended page, that's like a big thing for me. Vodka agave, I see that play on words there. Vodka. Oh God, we've got to do some more. We've got to do some more Pretty Derby at some point. My favorite part of Rain's stream is when she said, it's raining time, and then it rained all over the place. I mean, I could sing some rain-related, like, songs. Would it be in poor taste if I sang It's Raining Men? Or how about Umbrella? You could stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, A. Okay, I'm really bad at singing, so I'm gonna like get you all off the hook on the karaoke session. Well, we could do that. Would you like some rain-related theme songs sung poorly by a VTuber? There we go. When I do It's Raining Time, I've got to sing like a really bad rendition of Umbrella each time. For me, you are not that loud, and I like to hear you yap. That's all I need. Honestly, Craig, if you told that to my mother, she'd be like, are you serious? Like, you have to, like, perspective time. You have to remember, like, my mom's, like, raised me. She's done this her whole life. She cannot stand me yapping. It is endless. She, all the time, like, when I'm with her, even if we're just hanging out as adults casually, she'll just be like, you know, I could use some peace and quiet now. Like, can we just sit here and enjoy the silence? Like, those are things that my mother says to me all the time. She's like, you know, that's all well and good, but how about we just enjoy this car ride together? Why don't we just listen to the radio for a while? Actually, I have a handful of songs on my collection that have rain in the title or are rain related. I have a bunch of favorites too. Not saying my name is inspired from a song. Well, my name is inspired from many sources, right? But like, I'll share it with you after this stream, Cat. Which I'll probably be wrapping up here like pretty shortly. Because like I said, I wasn't doing this stream today to like kind of like get like a super involved thing anyways. I wasn't feeling well. I really just want to make sure that I at least show up for the times that I say that I show up. And now that we've had like a conversation about like what I'm working on, the adjustments that I want to make to the schedule and stuff like that, I feel a lot better about these things. But I just like going forward, I don't want to make like decisions without consulting the community, at least in some capacity, right? Because like at the end of the day, this is all supposed to be fun for all of us, right? Like it's not just entertainment for you, it's entertainment for me too. So I want to make sure that everybody's going to be happy and they can all enjoy the streams in a way that like is scheduled and makes sense for all parties involved. And I think we're able to achieve that today. So I'm happy. Yay. And if you can't tell, I'm already losing my voice again. Yay. Oh, goodness. Frickin' hot mess. Oh, I found my dad's YouTube channel. Wait, I got one last story. I found my dad's YouTube channel the other day. I left him a comment. Now, I don't know if he's gonna put two and two together, but the way I phrased the comment, he really should. It wasn't like aggressive or anything.
right? But like, if he doesn't realize I'm the cat girl VTuber that's actually his daughter, I'd be shocked. But this is also the man that when was told that I'm trans now, said, this is news to me. This is the first time hearing of it. Well, no shit, old man. Like, you just got told, right? Like, what the fuck? Who said something like that? Oh, goodness. Anyways, so, yeah, not really a stellar track record there. Not sure if he'll put it together, but I kind of really hope he does. I kind of hope he does. I kind of hope he comes to the channel. I kind of hope he sees everything. And I honestly, I hope when he sees it, it's embarrassing to him. I hope it embarrasses him. Hey, Dad, if you ever watch this, I hope you're embarrassed. I hope you're embarrassed. Hey, your oldest daughter's out of the closet now. Aren't you so proud? Anyways, yeah. Anyways, so that it's a stupid thing, but I decided, I was just like, wait, there's no way he's still uploading to this. He still does. He still uploads to it. I can't believe it. By the way, my YouTube channel's better. I've got more subscribers. Not like it's a competition or anything, right? But it was nice. I put a smile on my face, go to the channel, and I'm just like, your channel sucks. Can we get... Oh my god, we are not involving my father in anything. He is not... Let's just... Let me... What is it the most... I'm not even going to say nice way. Like, what is the most appropriate way to phrase this? He's a transphobic piece of shit. I'm convinced of it. So, no. He probably won't be showing up to the SMP. I don't think he wants anything to do with any of this. I think it comes to a great shock and surprise to him. Because, like, he just can't fathom that his child would be able to make a decision on their own like this. Like, I think it just breaks his worldview. Like, there's no way this can be true, kind of thing. I don't know, but like, here's the thing. I haven't even talked to the dude in like, God, it feels like decades now. So it's like, I don't know. It could be different, but he hasn't earned enough credit with me to like get a second chance. So that's where I'm at with that. It's like, if you really wanted to, like, hey, all right, here's like the final like thing that like broke, like the way he treated my sister when she came out. I was like, that's enough for me. I'm good. Yep, you're always gonna be a piece of shit. So like, we're done here, right? Like, we're done. We're done. And that was before I even figured out I was trans. That was just because of my like sister's interaction with him. I decided that was like enough for me. And that was a forever ago, God. Hey, same here. My dad is like that. I guess that's why I'm here. I get it, right? I'm really lucky that my mom has always been really supportive, really wonderful. Like, she, like, obviously, like, we've had our issues. We've had our major fights, too. Like I'm not going to discount that at all. We've had major fights in our life, but like my mother has and I've always been able to kind of like eventually see our way through those issues and come to like some sort of same ground. I do not think ever in any capacity my father is capable of bringing himself down to my level to understand the things in my life. He is very much one of those type of people where he's right, he's the center of the universe, he's got the money and the power, so he must be right. He must be correct, because like, why would he be so rich and so successful if he wasn't? Except he's lied, he's stolen, he's cheated, right? And this is all verifiable stuff. I have like actual paperwork to prove this, right? So it's not like I'm just making these things up. Like, I know for a fact how much of a piece of shit he actually is. Like, you know, like in the course of like studying criminal justice, I did learn how to like search databases and stuff. Like, it's not that hard to figure out. Miss Rain, if people say you have not achieved anything, remember, you're on a TV screen from the other side of the planet for good reasons. Well, I don't want to like toot my own like horn too hard, right? Because like I still, at the end of the day, the channel only has like just shy of 3,000 subscribers on it, right? I don't want to like go like, yeah, I'm famous. I'm not famous. I'm mildly popular at best. Like that's like the descriptor, like the adjective I'll go with, right? Like that I feel fits best. Like mildly popular, maybe, kind of, sort of, sometimes, right? Sometimes my videos like kind of hit off a little bit. Sometimes they don't. They mostly don't. Right? I know where I'm at. Like I'm not trying to like get above like where I am. But I have been feeling more confident recently, which is a good thing. I think it's always a good thing. Do me and you have the same dad? I wouldn't be shocked, Craig, because this man went around and had children like he was setting up McDonald's franchises. I mean, Jesus. Like, I'm pretty sure, and like, I don't know this for a fact, I am confident there's at least one older sibling and possibly another one I'm not even like aware of, but that would be like 3 or 4 women that this man has had like children with, like throughout his life. That is a lot. Well, 1, that's a lot of children, and 2, that's a lot of women to have children with. Like, what the hell? Like, come on, did you put any thought into this? Clearly not. Clearly not. Well, I mean, maybe you did, but like, you weren't thinking what the... Okay, I'm not gonna say that, but anyways. You definitely weren't thinking clearly in those situations. Hello, Rain. What's being discussed? How awful my dad is. Want to join in? How you doing, Tenno? How you doing? We're actually about to wrap up the stream. So this stream was just kind of going over some changes I wanted to make to the live streaming schedule, and some like community stuff that we're doing, and some like projects that I've been working on, some new stuff for the channels, like just stuff like that. And as an aside, we decided to like curb stop my dad digitally via live stream. Take that, Dad. Can't get me here. This is my platform. I can say whatever I want about you here. Ain't nothing you can do. Just remember, it's not slander or libel unless I actually give out the name. Because this is all vague and you don't know who this person is, I can actually say as much shit as I want about them. There's nothing they can do about it. This is all just vague theory. Rain's dad is like an imaginary entity to all of you. Right? Like, I'm sure you're all imagining though. Like, let me set the scene for you. Like the stained white tank top. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like the oversized beer belly. Right? The balding head. Sitting in a couch like with a TV remote and a TV dinner on the side. I'm sure like a lot of people have that in their heads right now. That would not be an accurate description, but it would be a hilarious one. So definitely think that. That is definitely... Actually, you know what? I take that back. My dad looks exactly like that. You think he looks exactly like that? Oh, goodness. Glad to catch you then. Yes. I unfortunately haven't been feeling well since Sunday, but I'm glad that I've been able to do a couple of streams. Just since you missed a lot of it, I'm going to be moving the live streams over to Friday and Saturday. We're going to be doing the live streams Friday morning, and we're going to be doing a Saturday afternoon live stream going forward. I'm going to try to get the Saturday live stream up for this Saturday, but we're going to be starting that very soon. And I have like videos coming out. So like we have a one-shot video coming out that's being worked on. I'm working on a video for Fluxer. And then I have a couple of other like videos ideas that I have like up in the air, up in the works right now. I've got a lot going on, and I'm kind of glad that we're cutting a day off of the streaming because it's going to give me more time to work on more content. That's really what I need. I need more time to do more things. Like, unfortunately, I don't have enough time. I think, and that's like really what it boils down to. I'm exhausted this week. I haven't even streamed as much as I normally stream, and I'm already exhausted just from doing things in the background. So, like, I think this will be a positive change in the right direction, and it fits like what the community wants. So I'm glad we all got to vote on it and stuff. Taking your time is the most important part. Yes, and I want to make sure that the content that we put out on the channels going forward is really high quality. So, like, I've had a really bad like my first real year on YouTube, like real year being Rain, coming out of the closet, right, was full of random live streams streamed at random times, anywhere between like 1 hour, 3 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours at random times during the week or weekends, or sometimes like in the middle of the night, because like I had no like sense of like what I was doing because it was just a hobby back then. And I was trying to like figure out what was even working for the channel. But now I think I know what's going to work and what's going to consistently work. Actually going to grow the channel and grow the community and make this like more fun for all of us. Well, that was a really long one. I to like recap all of that. Hopefully it all made sense. And I just wasn't yapping randomly for like 10 minutes straight. Which I also tend to do, so that wouldn't also be a surprise at all either. I'm definitely very yappy today. I'm like a chihuahua sometimes. Who was I talking to that I said that to? Anna! Like, I'm like a chihuahua. Like, I'm usually like kind of cute and innocent and quiet until you like, I don't know, aggravate me, and then I'm like, bah, 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 bah. Start growling. Nobody has ever seen Grumpy Rain. I keep Grumpy Rain very well hidden from the community because I don't like when I get grumpy. I get like I not that I say like too many shitty things, but I just like kind of have like a more like attitude towards stuff. Like I'll try to verbalize it in a way that like kind of is more like, it's like instead of being genuine about things, I'm more like kind of like, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, great, good work. Like, and it's like, I don't want to be like that, right? And it's because like I'm dealing with my own shit, like, and like, not. But usually I take a nap if I get grumpy. I take a nap or I eat some food. Like, those are usually my two Grumpy Rain. I'm usually kind of cute. No, I didn't say that. Oh crap, did I really say that? Oh no, no. My career is over. No. Oh god, it's over now. It's over for me. The evidence is there. Nobody clip it. Nobody clip it. I have to go back and censor the stream. Hey, listen, if the stream is taken down after the fact, you'll know the reason why. Oh, good. I don't like to show people Grumpy Cat. I do my best to avoid that to that point. Yeah, I mean, a couple of people in the community that I'm really close with, they see it, right? They've seen it. There are like one or two people in the community I'm really close with. I won't mention names. I don't like doing that. But like they've seen actually like me like genuinely pissed off before, and they're like, I can get really mad about things, usually righteously so, but then like my anger tends to boil over, and it's less about being right at that point and more about degree. And that's the part about myself that I don't like about my anger. And it's like kind of like that meme. It's like, well, okay, well, you might be right, but you're definitely being an asshole, right? And it's like, that's the part that comes out that I don't want, like, I don't like getting out there
right? And if you're getting that emotional anyways, it's probably time to put down whatever it was that was being discussed. It probably was time to step away 5-10 minutes before that point, but now is really the time to back off, right? Let's just put a pin in this until tomorrow or something. That's usually my solution there. If I get that upset, you'll know, because I'll be I think we're done talking about this today. We'll pick this conversation back up tomorrow, and then I will not say a single thing else until I'm ready to discuss it again. Chaos! Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? We're about to wrap up this stream, but it's really good to see you again. Unless you've been here for a while and I missed your chat because kind of stupid. You did in fact say no! How could I have done this? How could I have done this? I'm good. I kept missing streams. You're good. You're good. Hey, just as a heads up, we did decide we're doing streams Fridays and Saturdays from now on, but I'm gonna have them scheduled so you'll be able to see them. But we're doing it Friday morning and Saturday afternoon, just for your knowledge. And they will be scheduled. I will find a way to post a schedule somewhere for this. Holy crap. I really need to figure that part out too. Huzzah! It's so good to see you again. It's been a while. I'm glad I still streamed today, even though I wasn't feeling good. I'm glad we got a chance to catch up. And one last thing too I want to mention, I do feel bad that I don't get to spend as much time with the community. I am going to try to use some of this extra time to get into the servers more and hang out with you all more. I genuinely do feel bad about it, because I love the conversations. I love the art. I feel like I don't get a chance to participate in all the stuff that you all are doing, talking about, creating. So I really am going to try to oh, I almost forgot to mention this. I've gotten other community leaders. So Made is going to be the Vox Libre SMP, like I said, right? But I've also got somebody who's going to also be helping out with music and doing musical prompts and little projects with the musicians. I'm gonna be taking the charge on doing art stuff with the community, and I'm also talking to somebody right now about doing writing prompts and stuff like that. So I really want to try to turn the community into a Renaissance fair if I can, and really try to keep that kind of stuff going. So I have felt bad about it, and I'm trying to find more ways to get more stuff going in the community, especially when I can't always be there, right? So I'm open to suggestions. If anybody has any ideas about community activities, more stuff that I could do with the community on live stream, in the Discord server, or just in general, I don't know, leave a comment, hit me up, come to the Discord, send me a DM, send me an email, I guess, if you want to. Nobody emails me except for business people from YouTube, and it's I don't like the emails from them because they never they're greetings, the reign of reigning, and it's you couldn't have taken 3 seconds to figure out my name is not the reign of reigning. And please, come on, that sounds way too formal. It's greetings, the reign of reigning. It's rain. Just rain. Or rainy. Rainy's better. I like rainy. Rainy's cute. Okay, alright. I've been mumbling for way too long now. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. As I mentioned, I just like to say a special thank you to everybody who's been so supportive recently. A lot of you have, like I said, you've been reaching out. You've been asking different ways that you can help out. All of it. Liking, being here, sending donations from time to time, sending in membership gifts, all of it has been helping out so much. And I'm almost there. I'm almost ready to show you the impact that all of you have been having over the past couple of months. So just stick with me a little bit longer. I promise you good things are coming soon. All right. But with all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for joining me for this live stream. And I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day.